A group of hired goons are tasked with kidnapping the daughter of a very wealthy man. The mission goes smoothly, almost too smoothly, and the mercenaries begin to believe they were set up. However, it's no one outside of the house they need to worry about, because their babysitting job has just turned deadly. Because the little girl they kidnapped is a lot more than just that. She is also a vampire. A ballerina vampire. This is Abigail. Abigail is a new horror comedy from the minds at Radio Silence. And this is a film that asks the simple question, what if little girl and vampire? A question I will confidently say they found the answer to, and it's a pretty damn good answer. Abigail is a bloody good time, and I don't use that term lightly, even though I probably have in the past. It's a solid horror comedy with a great cast, and it's just all around a really good time. The cast making up the mercenaries of this film is an extremely strong one. Melissa Barrera, Dan Stevens, Kevin Durand, and Kathryn Newton, just to name a few. These are characters you're probably going to find a lot more funny and likable than you'd expect, especially for characters who kidnap children. In any other movie, that would be a big no-no for likable characters, but for here, for some reason, I think it kinda works. Melissa Barrera's character is definitely the heart of the movie. She has the most backstory, she has the most to fight for, and I really liked her character. Semi-related, Dan Stevens and Kevin Durand are having a great year between this and their respective Monkey movie. Apes together strong. Also, I just really like Kathryn Newton in general. She's great. But of course, I have yet to talk about the titular character herself, Abigail, played by Alicia Weir. She is absolutely the biggest standout in this film for good reason. Not only is it clear she's having the time of her life in this movie, she is killing it in every scene she's in. Both figuratively and literally. This is one of the most unique vampire portrayals I've seen in a movie in a long time, and I think she does a great job here. She's the part of the film that really makes this film a horror film, and she does a fantastic job. She definitely has a bright future ahead of her. More than some of us do. This is definitely a film where the cast and the chemistry is really necessary for it to work, and I think every aspect of the cast is great. You know me, I love a good setting, and the setting of a big mansion gives the film a great claustrophobic feel. It reminds me of Resident Evil in a way. The writing of this film is also very funny, and I am more than welcome to that in my horror movies. Not only does the cast do a phenomenal job with the delivery and the chemistry, it's almost a situational comedy in some scenes, and you know what? I like that. I like that a whole lot. I'll be real, I've come to the conclusion that I don't love horror movies. I like them, and when I really like them, I really like them. This is a really like it kind of movie for me, but when I'm watching one and I'm just not feeling it, I'm really not feeling it. I personally find myself to enjoy a horror movie more if it has a sense of humor to it. Just be silly with it, but not like, you know, hey, look at me, I'm a silly movie. Don't be like that. I think this movie is exactly not that. I've just noticed that my taste in horror movies are ones that are a bit more funny than they are scary. Maybe that's a me problem, I don't know. As for complaints with this film, I do have a couple. It does the one thing that every movie and TV show has seemingly done since Breaking Bad, and that's have Giancarlo Esposito play a no-nonsense kind of character. Well, to a point at least, but that's spoilers. I'm just saying I want this guy to play a over-the-top cartoony character for once. Is that too much to ask for? Also, the beginning of the movie can be a bit slow because it acts as if we're not supposed to know that Abigail is a vampire, even though we all know that going into the movie. It's almost like 20 to 30 minutes. It feels like it at least, where Abigail's not a vampire yet, on screen at least. And it kind of makes the beginning of the film feel a bit on the slow side, but after that, It picks right up, and it's a very good time. It's at times really funny, it's at times really scary, and it's everything I want out of a horror comedy. Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett are a great directing duo, and I hope they continue to work together in the future. If you're looking for a solid horror comedy, definitely check this one out. Isn't it interesting that this is the third vampire movie in a row that released in April? That sounds like I made it up, but it's 100% real. In 2022, we got the infamous Morbius. In 2023, we had Renfield, and now in 2024, we have Abigail. What are the odds all of these vampire movies gravitated towards April? Look, I'm not saying I want Robert Eggers' Nosferatu movie to be delayed, but if it did, I know the exact month it's going to. I hope you all enjoyed this review, and if you did, please consider hitting that like button, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to be notified when my next review drops. Until next time, I'm Quentin Dunaway, hoping you will keep it cinematic.